guys, welcome back to my channel. This whole subject is about the Lil Wayne interview, as you guys can see by the title, and it also has to do with Sanders Kennedy. I first saw this whole story on Sanders Kennedy's page, and my thing was, when he talked about it, he went in on Lil Wayne, and I didn't think it was fair because, you know, if you guys have watched my channel before, you know I am very big on people being able to speak their mind and make their own decisions. And truth and honestly, guys, a lot of people like Lil Wayne, for instance, is very successful because the fact that they speak their mind and they're not afraid to make decisions, whether the decisions is something that somebody else will be upset about. They do not stop and look around to see if everybody is gonna disagree with them or not. Okay, so let's move along in this story. Lil Wayne is a very free-minded person. He's not like a group thinker, and it's sad to say, a lot of people, they rather be safe and they rather go along with what everybody else is saying and what everybody else is doing, and they don't want to be free thinkers. And then when someone else does things that they want to do and they make their own decisions, they become the enemy, or they become threatening to them for some particular reason. But let me tell you guys, you not being a free thinker and thinking for yourself will always hold you back. If you look and you notice, everybody who think for themselves, free thinkers, don't care what nobody has to say, those people get a lot further in life, and more than likely they are successful. Okay, but anyway, I want to get into the whole thing about Sanders Kennedy going in on Lil Wayne. Sanders Kennedy introduced the story on his channel, and he went in on Lil Wayne. Sanders Kennedy decided to say on his channel about Lil Wayne and his free thinking and his decision, his rights to make his own decision for himself. He didn't make it for anybody else. He made those decisions for himself. He feel like that for himself. It has nothing to do with no one else. Not only Kennedy, but many people feel like because you're black, anything that happens in the black community or whatever happens to blacks abroad, you have to be a part of it. You are initiated to the whole thing because you're black. And that's not true. Sanders Kennedy was talking on his page about the whole interview that went down with Lil Wayne on Nightline. I don't know if you guys seen the interview. If you haven't, I'll link it down below in the description box. You guys can check it out, or you can simply just Google it and find it. It's easy to find. It's all over Twitter. It's everywhere. Everybody has their opinion. And my thing is, when Sanders Kennedy went all in about Lil Wayne and his decision for himself, and made it as if he offended the black community or he offended blacks abroad. I don't know. Me, myself, I'm not offended when somebody make a decision for themselves. He didn't make a decision for me. Because when they asked him in an interview, Lil Wayne, what do you think about Black Lives Matter? And he was like, Black Lives Matter? What is Black Lives Matter? How do you put a name on a terrible ordeal? He didn't say those exact words, but it was along the lines of, it's something terrible that happened to someone and they got shot. But how could you put a title or a name on that? I don't know what Black Lives Matter is. It has nothing to do with me, and I'm not, and pretty much it's like he's not going to involve his emotions or his feelings or his thoughts into something that has absolutely nothing to do with him. He feels disconnected to Black Lives Matter. So it was a problem because he said that. Sanders Kennedy automatically just took this to his page and he went off. It's like, why do you think because he's black he has to automatically be a part of it and you automatically initiate someone? This man is an individual first, okay? So he ridiculed his feelings, and I think that is so wrong because he has the right to feel the way that he do. Things that happen in your life shapes the way you feel. So when he was speaking, and then I went and watched the interview for myself because Kennedy just went in on him and was saying, oh, well, you just stay over there and you having your little seizures and you was in the hospital. That was totally unnecessary to mention a man's health conditions as if you want to say that's goody for you or that's deserving of you because he said that he has no connections with Black Lives Matter. Really? You're going to bring in his health as if you want to like make light of it, like, okay, that's good for you because since you so rich and you can't connect with what's going on in our community, Black lives don't matter to you, or Black Lives organization is something you don't connect with, so stay over there with your rich self, and going on and on and on. So me being a person that I am, and like I always try to tell you guys, stop bandwagoning and find out things for yourself. So I went on and I skipped past just watching that interview. I watched that one, but I wanted to go and look further for more information before I did this video, because I really did not like how Sanders handled the whole situation and how he spoke about Lil Wayne. Because like I say, Lil Wayne is a free thinker. Lil Wayne always does whatever he wants to do without worrying about what someone else thinks. Anything that this man does, it turns to gold, because that's what successful people do. They make decisions. And that's what unsuccessful people do. They don't make decisions. They always worrying about what somebody else do or think. So the fact that he made a decision, not worry about and unapologetic as to what the community would say, he said his true feelings. But Sanders took that and made a mockery of it and made a mockery of his health. And I thought that that was very wrong, because he always speaking of people in a bad way on his channel. So I wanted to bring this about, because I know it's a lot of people that watch his channel. So I wanted to bring up the topic and shed some light on the whole ordeal. I went on and I went and did further research as to what was said in the interview, and I found another video. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get the link to the second video also and put it in the description box. Have your own mind. Learn to stop and read and not just listen to what other people have to say. You want to listen to what the black leaders have to say, the black radio station, what's in the gossip, what's in the wind, instead of doing research for yourself and knowing for yourself before you bandwagon, and then you want to go ahead and ridicule someone. And so this is pretty much what Sanders did. I guess his shady bunch came and brought him information, did the research for him, but they were sleeping and they did a half-ass job. And he went along, and I guess this is why I do not see his video up anymore. Maybe I'm wrong, but anybody else, do you see the video up? Because I don't see it up on his channel anymore. Apparently he took it down. The second interview, the second part of the interview that they had with Lil Wayne went on to talk, and it's funny how the news always take out important stuff, even right down to the presidency. They are putting the clipping of something, and they don't put in the complete thought of what the person said. They cut off the sentence or the statement or whatever it is the person is saying. They cut it off where they want to cut it off, and then they plant a seed in your head. So anyway, Lil Wayne went on to say in the finishing part of the interview on the other tape that I saw, and again, if I find the clip, the link, if I can't, I'll put it down in the description box. He went on to say when he was younger, and he was about 13 years old, very young. You already know Lil Wayne was living a fast life as a young child. He shot himself by accident in the chest. The police came to his door. This is a story he was saying. The police came to his door and was banging on the door. They was knocking on the door, and everybody that was in there, they scattered. They tried to get whatever drugs, money, and guns that they can get prior to the police getting there. And what they did was they allowed Lil Wayne to continue to lie there in his blood, dying, because they were so busy trying to get guns, drugs, and money instead of getting his kid to a hospital. So this whole thing about Black Lives Matter, this is why he says he feels disconnected. He mentioned that he has fans, a lot of fans that's white and black that love him. Not just black, but white also. But he went on to say in this other part of the interview that while his friends that was blacker than him, he said they ass was blacker than me, they were so busy jumping across me, laying on the floor with a hole in my chest, looking for drugs and money and guns, trying to get whatever they could get, when a white police officer came in and was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all see this boy laying here in a pool of blood? And they was like, oh, we called the ambulance. The ambulance was coming for him. And he was saying, fuck, the police was pretty much like, disregard the ambulance. He got Lil Wayne, put him in the car, and rushed him to the hospital. And he said, not only did the man rush me to the hospital, he said that he stayed there to the hospital with him until he got confirmation from the doctor, and he stayed by his side and say that the boy was gonna make it. He said before that, that, you know, he said that man would not leave his side. And the thing of the matter is, you can't say because he was rich, because mind you, it was back when he was 12 years old. So Lil Wayne was not successful like he is now. He was not successful yet. So that man stayed there next to Lil Wayne, making sure he didn't die, and got him to the hospital. And Lil Wayne said, you know what, the thing is too, I don't know about Black Lives Matter and things like that, but I know about an Uncle Bob. The man name, and it was funny, the man name was Uncle Bob. He said, I know a very nice guy, a white guy named Uncle Bob that saved my life. So I don't give a dang on about no Black Lives Matter. I don't see racism. All of that was disregarded from the whole interview. They did not put that part in. All they put in was when Lil Wayne said he has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. He is disconnected from that. And if you feel like you should get involved with something that has nothing to do with you, you're down for him. He said, because I'm not going to take a part in something that I feel like has nothing to do with me. I just wanted to talk to y'all about this. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys go over the Sanders Kennedy page and hear what he had to say? I went back to rewatch it before I did this video broadcast, but it was no longer there. Apparently he deleted it, maybe for some reason, for whatever reason, I don't know. What was your reactions to the video of Lil Wayne giving the interview? If you think he was wrong, do you think people are entitled to have their own feelings? We are in the United States of America. People don't tend to realize, you know, you want to be free, but then you don't allow people to freely do and feel and speak on what they feel. So what do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys. Get to see and hear different sides of the story, and I want to see what you guys have to say. So leave your comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. Click the notification button to make sure that you receive each and every video every time one is posted. And I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. I know that you guys could have watched 100,000 million different creators here on YouTube, but you decided to watch me, and that says a whole heck of a lot. I really do appreciate your support and love, and thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.